Jump into the mothership. Jump into the mothership. Jump into the mothership. Oh yeah, because you started on Twitch. I always forget that.
Yeah, well, I was on YouTube first, but it was like gaming stuff, and then I did Twitch, and yeah.
You still do lives?
I was a lot, and then life happened, and right now there's just no way I could not possibly
just too
fit
busy.
that in. Like I'm traveling constantly right now,
Yeah,
so it's
true.
just too hard. Yeah.
Okay. God damn.
I'll do it again eventually. I keep buying
what kind of
Pokemon
games?
cards to open. I used to play a lot of Call of Duty.
Okay.
And like H1Z1.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And then I'll do like big story games that should basically be movies is what I like.
Skyrim.
No, like Last of Us, like stuff that's
Okay,
it's like
Last of
glorified
Us.
movies.
Okay, like
Not
an
I
actual-
guess
okay.
not should be, but like a glorified movie. Like you're basically playing a movie.
All right. Naughty Dog, basically.
Yeah, exactly. I love Naughty Dog. Yeah, Naughty Dog.
All of their games are like
Insomniac
that.
stuff. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Insomniac.
Mhm.
So
So good.
Insomniac has my heart.
Spider-Man.
And Ratchet and Clank.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's Insomniac?
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Oh, sick. Okay, I don't know
Yeah.
studios of video game. By the way, hi, this is a podcast.
Oh,
Hey.
yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
This is
Hello.
welcome to the Mothership, which is the podcast that I've been trying to keep secret for 6 months, and it's been really difficult.
He's been doing such a good job.
It's been really difficult. So many people called it out. They were like, "Are you doing a podcast?" I'm
Yeah.
like, "What? No. What you mean?"
Get
So, hi, I am Dylan, aka Friendly Space Ninja, and I am joined today by my two co-hosts, Bruno, PAPALEO. We need to
What
give you
up?
a space name, and Amanda the JEDI.
Hey.
Which has been traveling way too much and is probably jet lagged right now.
No, I'm actually doing shockingly good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't.
From London? Straight
Yeah.
up, you good?
Yeah, London ended up being weird. I've been waking up really early before I went there, so it just I was
okay.
waking up at a normal time there. So
Oh,
it was
wow,
great.
alright.
So I'm not, and then I just don't sleep very much right now. So it's just all working out.
It's all
evening
balancing out.
somehow. Yeah,
You can't be jet lagged if you don't sleep.
exactly. It was like 3 hours last night for no reason whatsoever, but I'm here.
Yeah. And yeah, you need a space name because it's the Mothership, and I'm
Yeah.
Friendly Space Ninja, and she's Amanda the Jedi. So it makes sense that we're on the Mothership.
I'll try to have one ready for the next episode.
What if it's like Captain Bruno or
Captain
like
Bruno.
Commander?
Bruno.
Commander.
Commander.
Commander is Star Trek as fuck.
I like that.
Commander Bruno.
Oh, man.
Cool.
Commander Bruno.
I
Yeah,
kind
he
of like
likes
that.
it. There we
I
go.
kind of like
Commander
that.
Bruno. Do
Damn.
it.
And now you have to start a YouTube channel.
Now I'm changing all my gamer tags to Commander Bruno.
Commander Bruno.
Go to Battle.net,
No one's gonna take
changing
you
that.
seriously on Call of Duty.
Refer to me now as Commander Bruno.
Commander Bruno. So welcome to the podcast, and today we're just gonna kind of shoot the shit because we don't have anything planned for this, which is
That's
not
on you.
That's on me, but it's also just the podcast.
It makes
so
sense. See, this
it's
is the
not, like,
ease in
every day.
episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
so you know,
Yeah.
if you want to like kind of present yourselves real quick, Bruno, who you be though?
Oh, man, that's a loaded question. I don't even know what to say.
What's your deal? Are you happy?
I mean, I'm happy with my general being.
I don't know. What do you do?
What do I do?
Yeah,
Oh, damn.
that's what I said for 27 years of my life.
Yeah, that's a lot of weight. I don't even know. Well, I mean, I'm trying to be a photographer.
Yeah, and you're good at it.
Well, thank you.
Hell yeah.
Where can people find you if you want to do the photography thing with them?
At bruno.photo on Instagram.
Okay.
And,
Photo.
BrunoPapaleo.photo. Okay, whatever. It'll be tagged somewhere.
Yeah,
I
It'll
mean,
be
I'll put it
tagged
on the
because I don't think
screen.
anybody's gonna be able to spell Papaleo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Papa,
it's
sure.
Daddy Lion.
Daddy. Oh, it is.
Papa.
Oh, Papaleo. Oh,
I never
I was.
thought of
My
that.
brain was going more like papillon.
Oh,
So I
okay.
was like,
Oh.
yeah, no,
Pretty
Papaleo.
butterfly.
Papaleo. Daddy Lion.
Daddy Lion.
Is that your space name? Commander Daddy Lion? No,
Commander Daddy Lion.
Commander Space
Okay,
Lion.
no, there's going to be
Okay.
fanfic about that.
Yeah.
But
There
I'm not
would
ready
be.
to.
It's going to go a little too crazy.
Too soon.
Yeah.
What about you, Amanda? Who you be, though?
My name is Amanda. I also have a YouTube channel where I talk about movies and shows and like books and kind of like compare source material to like the real thing and just kind of go through like the plot while breaking things down and pointing out things people might not have noticed or just like riffing on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
fun.
that our content is somewhat similar.
Yeah,
Somewhat.
yours is way more like big, long form, and like structured, and then my stuff is kind of like the condensed version of what you do. I would say.
Yeah, I think your channel feels more like just watching a movie with a friend.
That's what I love describing it as that. I like saying it's like if you it's like watching a movie with a friend, and then like after you're done, you get to chat about the movie with a friend.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Yeah. I think that's pretty cool because my content is way more like I have too much to say about this.
Yeah, and I want to do stuff like that too. It's just I get so caught up on the little videos that I have this backlog of like really big projects I'm working on slowly.
Oh, right. Can you tease one real quick?
Whatever it takes. I know I can make it through.
Oh no! High School Musical?
Degrassi!
Fuck!
Oh, okay.
Why did I say High School Musical?
Because it sounds like a musical.
Yeah,
that
it
sounds like
the
something
same.
they'd say.
Oh my god, Degrassi. Degrassi was fire.
It is fire. And I've been watching through it and like realizing like I might have liked this era more, but the actors in this era were better, and then this is just shit. So it's like
there's one New Class?
Yeah,
Is that what it's called?
New Class. Next Class.
Next Class.
Next Class. That got rough. That ended up getting
not good.
It got canceled before they could like finish it. And they made choices.
Because Next Generation,
They made choices. the best
they
way.
decided on things.
They said it was bad. Yeah, like Next Generation is really good, and I say you get like a 50-50 split where like some of them are really good actors and some of them are little like rough little Canadians. And then I think once it hit like technically where they started dropping the Next Generation part around like season 11 for a few seasons, but I say like from like 9 or 10 on, you get like I just feel like the actors were a lot better.
Oh, probably
in areas, and the stories were still pretty good too. But you just had like the nostalgia for like Spinner and Emma and Paige and all those characters. But
Drake.
Drake
Drake getting shot in the back.
I was at my parents the other day, and the other week, and that episode just happened to be on TV, and I was like, "Oh, it's my boy Jimmy."
Yeah, it's so weird to see him in that role now because it's just Drake is so larger than life.
Yeah,
when you see him. But yeah, but Degrassi, I remember, I didn't remember that, but Degrassi had some really dark shit.
Very dark shit.
Like it really like went to
it's
dark
everything.
places.
It's everything a teenager could conceivably deal with in any situation. Like Degrassi has covered it to some extent.
I remember that storyline where like Emma is like catfished by like an adult.
Yeah.
And like she goes to meet him like at a hotel or something. Like it's so fucking creepy. I was like, what the fuck? Because when I remember the show, it's just like fun high school shit.
Some of it's all goofy and like fart pranks and just like little things like that. And then it's like literal school shooter, abusive relationship. Drug addicted parents, like so much, and I'm like,
bravo,
yeah, love it,
bravo. But yeah, our content is kind of similar, and actually, recently we released a video on the same topic on the same day without consulting each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Beforehand.
Yeah,
we both released a video on Eternals on the same day.
Yeah,
no
and it was like
way.
one of his first ones that was like shorter form and like a little bit more like a specific thing, and so it was very interesting.
It's like so like 3 hours apart, both like Eternals video, 20 minutes long.
Yeah,
not
like,
bad.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it worked.
It's also the first time you show yourself.
That was my first video showing my face.
Yeah.
People have seen my face because I posted
you're on
pictures.
Instagram all the time too.
Also, and like I posted pictures on community tab on YouTube, but I've never done a video, so people have never seen me moving.
Oh my god!
And people are so weird. I got so many weird comments. A guy was like really offended. He was like, "I don't like face reveals." I was just like,
what?
Fuck off.
I don't know what to tell you, bro.
That's so weird.
Yeah, someone was like, you look like, I don't remember which celebrity he said. He's like, you look like so and so had a gay kid. And I was just like, what? I was just like, that's kind of funny though.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
that's like prime Twitter bio.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Once told I looked like.
I'm so bad at Twitter that like I just never know what to put. I think my bio is just something along the lines of, I talk about movies too much, so I made it my job.
Yeah,
something like that.
It is. Yeah, that's a good one.
But like, I just don't. Twitter freaks me out. I don't like being on Twitter too much.
I love Twitter.
I know. I get like it's the thing that I get why people love it so much. But to me, it's like you can be in a good space on Twitter and it could turn toxic like this.
Yeah, and
then
just dive around.
Yeah. So
I'm just like.
Yeah, I just go like the other day. Okay, that was my bad. I posted like, growing up is realizing that J.K. Rowling would probably agree with Voldemort's views.
I saw that. I was like, that's bold.
That is insane.
I posted that, and then like after 2 hours, I was like, I think I'm going to take it down.
With all of the body modification that he's gone through, I think Voldemort would be fine with transgender people. So,
oh damn, shit, that would be so
Snap.
funny. He hates everyone except trans people. He's just like, they're fine. The other ones though, get them out of here.
Want to clarify, not implying that Voldemort is transgender. I'm just saying he's like, no, whatever whatever you need to do to make you the best version of you want to be. Or that you are.
It just so happens that the best version of himself was Hitler.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's fine.
Exactly.
But yeah, god damn it. Yeah, no, Twitter scares me. I don't know. I'm not on social media as much. Like I deleted Facebook in 2016. Do people still have Snapchat?
Wild.
I hate Snapchat.
I hate Snapchat.
It's on my phone, but I haven't updated or touched it or opened it in years.
I deleted Snapchat when
I should delete it.
It was 2014, I think.
I'm gonna do it right now.
Wasn't that when it came out?
Delete it.
Delete it.
Delete it. Delete it.
Oh, shit! It's done. Toilet is
out.
Snapchat, man. Do you remember when I think like one time there was like Snapchat stock like dropped because Kylie Jenner was just tweeted, anybody just still on Snapchat? It kind of sucks. And then immediately
Boom.
Snapchat sucks.
It is
went
crazy how much celebrities have effects on stuff like that.
It's fucked
It's
up.
insane.
That's
Crazy.
why Elon Musk should not be allowed to tweet.
No,
Yeah.
it's so weird that it's such a weird thing because how do you like regulate that? But especially if it's like anything he has some kind of investment in, there should be some kind of law that says that you're not allowed.
Yeah, because he just he says shit and then like the stock just goes. It's just like, god damn it, man! It's your own company. Like, wait, can you try?
He's just fucking it all up.
Yeah, dude, he's just fucking. It's like, what are you doing, man?
You've already managed to trick people into buying cars that like shouldn't pass quality checks. So
I've been hearing a lot of fucked up shit about Tesla.
I didn't realize that, but everyone's like, no, that's just what you accept when you buy a Tesla. And I was like, I'm just gonna buy another Honda Civic if I need a car. Then
Seriously,
I'll get an electric.
Because I'm one of those people like, I want an electric car, and I really wanted a Tesla, but like in the last 2 months.
Why would you bother? Because I've heard nothing about them being like the top of the class there, that there's just so many better options.
Yeah, no, but that Cybertruck though.
No.
It looks so gangster.
The Cybertruck looks so dope.
It looks so
Have you seen the electric Ford F-150, the one that kind of looks like a vintage Ford?
No.
It's not an F-150, but there's Casey Neistat's been posting about it. It's like this super cool looking, it looks like a vintage Ford truck, but it's an electric. You should look it up after.
I kind of like that.
Put it on the screen for people to see, It's like, thanks for the class. Yeah, there you go.
It's over his face.
It's all over my face.
Yeah, it's over his face right there.
Well, people are listening to that, so we have a video version of the podcast. It's going to be on YouTube. So
you should check it out.
Yeah, check it out.
Oh yeah,
check this timestamp. Check this timestamp on YouTube.
That's something we have to remember.
like that.
Yeah. Okay, I got a few questions from people on Instagram.
Questions. I love questions.
Love it.
That I think some of them are just out of nowhere. But I love them, and I thought we should address them here.
Yes.
Cool.
Somebody says, hello, Space Ninja. Say hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Who raised you? Jesus. My name is Emma. I'm 26 years old, and my question is, what's your nerd blind spot? Nerds that enjoy all things Marvel, DC, Harry Potter, Star Wars, etc. all have that one franchise or universe they never managed to connect with fully or flat out never enjoyed. And I like to call those nerd blind spots. My nerd blind spot is Lord of the Rings. I tried and tried again and again, but despite my countless rewatch sessions, I just cannot bring myself to get into it. I'm curious to know what your nerd blind spot is. Thank you.
It's Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Really?
My reaction to Lord of the Rings is Randall's from like Clerks 2. Like there's only one returns of the king, not the king, it's of the Jedi.
Nice.
And the real Academy Award worthy ending would be, this is crass, but it's a crass movie. The real ending should have been that Frodo flat out bricks, or the other way around. Sam basically bricks in Frodo's mouth.
Yeah.
It's basically he's just making fun of a nerd because they're getting into an argument. But it's like 3 movies of people walking, and I just cannot be bothered.
I get it. It took me a really long time to get into it.
That's fair.
I remember when we went to Dubai on the plane. I have so many stories of watching movies on planes.
Of course,
for some reason.
It's a great place to watch movies.
Yeah, true. I tried watching Fellowship of the Ring, and I got bored. I just couldn't get into it. And I think I did a rewatch. I think like
our producer's upset.
Yeah, Alex, the producer, is not happy.
Yeah.
But I tried to do a rewatch like 4 or 5 months ago, and I liked it way more. But I don't know why. I couldn't like do a video on it and explain why. I just liked it more.
Yeah, I can watch them and be fine watching them. It's just I never care. You know what I mean? Like I've seen all of them, and I actually really remember enjoying watching Return of the King in theaters.
Yeah.
But it's just like like the universe itself just doesn't compel me to like go back to it. I don't want to revisit it. I don't want to. I read the books when I was younger, and I have no desire.
Bless you.
Yeah, like that's what I gave it
Holy moly.
the college try.
Good for you.
Yeah. but I just something about the universe just is, it's not interesting to me enough to go back to it, and then that makes me push back on it, I guess now.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather watch Phantom Menace.
Can we agree that The Hobbit sucks?
Oh, that yeah, absolutely.
Okay, The Hobbit is awful.
There was
right?
no
It's not just me.
world that they should have taken a book that's this big.
Let's make it three-hour movies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And apparently they were like figuring shit out as they went. They were
Yeah,
like
they had to
writing
add-
the script
Yeah,
as
they
they
had
were
to add
shooting.
things. They had to add
That just
things.
gets me nervous.
Some of
Yeah.
the actors had to be like, it makes no sense for my character to be here, so no.
Oh,
Like
wow.
Viggo Mortensen, they wanted to bring him in, and he's like, my character wouldn't be.
yeah.
No,
makes no
that makes no sense. So
Viggo
like,
Mortensen is so picky with his projects. I don't think he would go back to
no,
to that.
not if
Jesus.
it didn't make sense, which it didn't. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
My nerd blind spot is Star Trek.
Oh, me too.
I can't get into Star Trek. I try. I liked.
I like the Abrams movie from 2009.
I like the third one. I like the
it.
third one, Star
Beyond?
Trek Beyond.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This one was fun, but I don't know because I watched a lot of Star Trek because my dad was a fanatic.
Oh,
and like
okay.
I watched a lot of not Enterprise, the one with Picard.
Next Generation.
Next Generation. Yeah, I was thinking of the
Because we were just
Yeah,
talking,
we were
so
just
you're
talking
like, it
about
can't
Degrassi.
be
I
that,
was like,
but it's yeah.
But yeah, Star Trek Next Generation. I watched a lot of that, and I watched the movies as well.
Oh yeah.
And it's just I can't get into it. I don't know what it is.
My parents weren't into nerdy things, so like it's not anything that was ever really. I think my dad watched Star Trek every now and again, but
Yeah.
like so it was never. If it didn't captivate me at some point when I was a kid, it's just probably not something that I was going to go back to at any point.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
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 No, I
How about you,
completely
Bruno? What's yours?
To be honest, Harry Potter, I guess.
Oh, wow,
Potter.
yeah, right,
Oh,
right,
I
right.
was just saying it right before the podcast.
Yeah,
My
well, that
f-
just means you're
That's
prepped for the
true.
current age. You can be like, I don't even care about this. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, well, I
don't-
mean, to be honest with you, everything you guys said is pretty much on my list as well.
Hey.
I'm not big on Harry Potter. I'm not big on Star Trek.
Have you seen all the Harry Potter?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
I have.
And you
My-
just don't like it that much.
Look, I like it for what it is.
Fair.
It's what,
yeah.
I'm not picky. I'm not going to try to get more out of it than
My tattoo
whatever.
disagrees.
Your tattoo is awesome and I love it, but
Put some respect on
I don't
it.
know. It's just, it feels weird. Like, I don't know. My favorite one is the second one.
Chamber of
Chamber of
Secrets?
Secrets.
That's a good one.
And I like that it feels more grounded. I feel like once it tried to become like more fantastical and more than like life, and it becomes
Here's my thing with Chamber of
just
Secrets.
drives me crazy.
My thing with I rewatched Chamber of Secrets very recently. This movie is too long.
Yeah, I really.
It's almost
agree.
3 hours. It's like 2 hour 40 or
I
something.
love that,
Yeah.
though.
It's really long.
I'm down
but,
for that, though.
But I love it
So
still.
good.
I think my unpopular opinion about Harry Potter is that I actually love the Half-Blood Prince movie. I think it's a good. The thing is, it's a really good movie. It's really well shot and everything. It's just a terrible adaptation of the book.
It is. It's literally, I remember I read something where Daniel Radcliffe was like to David Yates being like, isn't it all just like a little bit too silly for what's happening? And he was like, no, Daniel, things are about to get so serious that we need some moment of levity. And I'm like, moments of levity is not turning it into a rom-com. Like,
Yeah.
stop. We don't need one.
It got
Like,
weird.
It got weird. And
It
it's
got a
like,
little
and then
weird.
I had to immediately tonal shift because it had to get to the serious stuff that happens at the end of the book.
Yeah.
I hated it when I first saw it, but I feel like the more I've watched it, it's like I can ignore the flaws that I saw in it
Yeah.
because
yeah.
you're just kind of like, whatever, I have the book, I know what happened, so I can just accept this for what it is and enjoy
Yeah,
the stuff that's
true.
good. But
See, at least you have that because I never read the books.
see, that's
I never
probably
really
that's why
cared
you
enough.
yeah, I don't know many people who have like a strong connection to the movies that hadn't read the books. I'm sure they're out
That's
there.
what it
But
I
is,
think
yeah,
that's
that's
because
probably what
I
it
talked
is.
about that in the video, but I think the problem is like after starting in the 4th movie, they started making those movies as if anyone who watches it has already read the books. But they gloss over things.
I think
so
they started that in
weirdly.
the third one.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
third one.
Oh,
The
that's
third
true.
one
Yeah,
because they
that's
don't
true.
mention who the Marauders actually are. They
That's
just say
true.
their name and it's like what it is
That's
or
very
anything.
true.
There's a lot. I remember being so pissed, and everybody loves that one because like stylistically and just that changed the way that the audio was done for those movies and the way that magic sounds in those movies changed there. And everyone loves like Alfonso, but I think from a story writing standpoint, I think they made a lot of mistakes in that movie.
Yeah, yeah. If you don't, that's the thing though. If you haven't read the book, you just
You don't know
missing
better.
so much content.
Yeah,
Tons
like
of
it's
context.
shot beautifully, sounds great. Then there's just random things added in, like those little like Jamaican skulls on the bus, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh yeah, yeah.
I kind of like that guy.
Oh my god, no! I was like,
Yeah, the Jamaican,
Yeah.
very stereotypical.
yeah, I was just
Yeah.
like, "Oh, it's gonna be a bumpy." I'm like, "What are you
Gonna
doing?
go crazy.
What are you doing?
Oh
Stop!"
my fucking god! Why the Lord?
But see,
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
read the books, so I don't know what's
That is
supposed
not-
to be
yeah,
and
yeah,
what's
yeah.
not, right? So
But that's the thing. My example is Lupin and Tonks.
Mm.
Dude, the fact like you get the scene in the final movie where Harry talks to this ghost of Lupin, and Lupin is just like Harry's like, but Lupin, your son.
Yeah.
And like I had a friend, I was watching the movie with a friend. He's just like, what
He has
son?
a son?
What the fuck? And it's like, oh yeah, like the movies never explained that like Lupin and Tonks had a kid right before the Battle of Hogwarts.
Yeah, you don't.
And that's
even
like an
know.
added tragedy.
Yeah,
that, like,
exactly.
They're dead.
That, like yeah, they have an orphan, but like they
Yeah.
still put the scene where Harry asks about the kid. Like it's so weird. It's so weird. They gloss over things, but
It's like they don't even know what they included and what they didn't include in previous movies. Or it's like
No, it's just I feel like there wasn't enough room for it, and they knew that most people watching would have read the books, or
Yeah.
it's just like here's incentive to read the books.
yeah, really, really.
Because like it doesn't really matter to the plot. It's just that Teddy ends up kind of being this like proxy Harry, like a next generation. Like you've now lost both
the
of your
orphan.
parents. Yeah, you're the orphan that lost both your parents to a great battle with a dark wizard, Voldemort. Like different circumstances, but it's kind of that like repeating itself.
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
okay.
he just I don't know, but I just obviously I'm a Harry Potter fanatic,
Mm-hmm.
but I do think like I would love. So I'm not a fan of Fantastic Beasts. Who is?
I like the movie. I like the first one.
The first one is okay. I think it's fine. The second one can go fuck
Yeah,
itself.
it can. It's dog shit
It's
movie.
so bad.
It's
the
so
only
bad.
thing I know of that movie is you shit talking. That's
Yeah,
all I know.
Oh,
It's awful. It's a
so
movie
bad.
that like I was sitting in a theater like in disbelief.
Yeah, I got
just-
mad. I was getting
yeah.
pissed. I was like, it
People were
That's the
leaving
worst.
before it ended.
Oh,
was bad.
It was
That
terrible.
was a bad
That's
year
bad.
for, because that was the year that the Fallen Kingdom for Jurassic World came out. And like that was also dog shit. And I was like,
Oh man, that was.
I kept that was like the biggest year that it's like these major franchises are just churning out absolute worst
Yeah,
content that I
and,
could possibly imagine.
Was that the year of Terminator 6, or was that
No,
2019?
That was after. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure that was
'cause
after.
Terminator also is a franchise that needs to go.
Yeah, it needs to stop.
They need to stop.
they
Yeah.
need either some serious love or just stop it.
No, they need to stop, man.
I don't know.
The last 3 movies
Yes.
were reboots.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
The
then
last 3
eventually
movies.
you have to be like, it's not working.
Yeah. The last 3 movies
Yeah.
were like, we have a new trilogy.
Yeah.
Psych. Let's try again in 3
Yeah.
years with another one. Like the Genesis one was awful. The one with
Christian Bale.
No, that
No,
was
that's-
Salvation.
Okay, that was Salvation.
So
Okay.
the one with
Salvation was-
Emilia Clarke, right?
Emilia
For-
Clarke, yeah,
Genesis.
exactly. But like,
Okay.
dude, but Salvation was already. I don't need a Terminator movie with spaceships. I don't need Skynet with spaceships fucking
Yeah.
fighting in the future. Like the first Terminator movie was like a horror movie, and it was very
Yeah.
small
Yeah.
and intimate,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
it worked. And like, yeah, the second one is like an iconic action film,
Mm-hmm.
but they've been trying to remake that movie
Yeah.
for 20, 30 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
This franchise has 6 movies. The last good one came out in 1991.
Yep.
That's insane.
That is fucking crazy,
Mm-hmm.
dude.
Terminator
Like,
2 came out in 1991?
yeah, man. It's been 30 years.
Yep.
Damn, bro.
It's been 30 years. They've been trying to
Really?
remake that movie to recapture that. So all that ends up
an
happening
amazing
is
movie, though.
you get the same movie, but not as good.
Yeah.
so no
'cause
one
it's been
cares.
Done. Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Quick little break just to let you know that this show is brought to you by our friends over at...
Adam and Eve.
Oh my god, these guys, they're everywhere. What is Adam and Eve? Adam and Eve, the #1 adult store in the world. Online. And right now, if you go to adamandeve.com and use code MOTHER, you get 50% off of one item. And if you're in the US or in Canada, you get that free shipping, yo. Free. You don't pay anything. You can just spend, that money on get yourself a pizza or something.
Or you can get yourself more things.
More things
on
at
Adam and Eve.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
also, if you do get something, you're contributing to a great cause because 20% of their profit goes to fight the spread of HIV around the world.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Pretty awesome.
It's like a win-win situation for everybody.
It really is.
It really
You know what I
is,
mean?
yeah.
Feel good while you're feeling good.
Oh,
I like
coming
that.
up with that slogan.
I like that.
So once again, adamandeve.com, use code MOTHER for 50% off of one item. And of course, free shipping in Canada and the US. Thank you for sponsoring the show, Adam and Eve. We love you.
Woo.
Starting to have the same problem with Star Wars. Let's get canceled
Star
and
Wars.
talk about Star
Yeah,
Wars.
come
Yeah.
on.
No, it's not.
Star Wars needs some serious love.
No, it needs to be fucking left alone. And Star Wars needs to just be put in a corner for a little bit until it
Yeah.
learns its lesson.
I think you give it 10 years and try a new trilogy, but like get the fuck out of the Skywalkers. Get the
That's
fuck
what I've been
out.
saying for
that's
years.
what the problem is.
Dude,
Yeah.
you need to take like 10 years and then you make a movie and it's 1,000 years later.
Yeah.
It's
or
the
1,000 years in the past.
Or in the past.
What I
Yeah,
want.
it's
I'm
one
not
or
big
the
on
other.
prequels, but like
I want not
in the past,
when
as
you're
long as
so
you don't
far
connect
back,
it.
Yeah, as long as you're so far back, it's not even a prequel.
Yeah, like
even
Old
if they
Republic
did, even if they did Darth Bane.
Yeah,
then there's
sure,
no
sure,
connection.
Sure. Yeah, I'd be down
It's just
for that.
I always said before the second Fantastic Beasts movie came out, I said it's really weird that something called Harry Potter has managed to expand itself outside its titular character more than something called Star Wars, not Skywalkers. Like it's
because that
is such a good point.
Yeah,
holy hell,
that's the premise.
Yeah,
in a galaxy far, far, you have a whole galaxy,
exactly.
and you're
but
like,
they keep even when they try to get away from it, they had to be like, no. You're gonna be Rey Skywalker.
That was a cringe and a half.
Not Solo who gave her a chance to get off Jakku, and it was actually a father figure to her that she had to lose again. She goes with Skywalker. Fuck off! You suck at writing movies.
I hate it so much because this movie, this movie was just so thrown together that it just was never gonna. Because this movie was made because the movie that was actually supposed to come out was canceled. Hi, Lucasfilm. But then they were like, we don't want to push the release date.
Yep.
So J.J. Abrams came in and was like, you have to find a story now. So obviously,
it was fan service. It was just,
what
is everything everybody complained about in the last one? Let's fix it.
Oh, they want Reylo? Oh, shit. Okay.
Then you're going to get pissed off about Reylo because it's clearly really weird that we have put abusers together on screen and kissing. Oh, it was a friend kiss.
Yeah, it was a thank you kiss, they said.
Yeah,
a thank
you kiss. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm always kissing my homies thank you passionately.
Yeah. Here's my opinion on that. I don't think Rey needed a love interest at all.
No, and if she did.
She did not.
No. Not him. No, she didn't. She just, you don't need that. Like, just...
Like, because some people wanted it to be with Poe.
Why does it have to go there?
Yeah, and like Poe made no sense, and a lot of people wanted Finn, obviously.
Yeah. They worked better as platonic friends.
They were better as platonic friends. It was a lot better like that, and I just let her be a Jedi that isn't related to somebody.
Yeah, oh my
fucking Palpatine.
But also, like, the problem that I have with the Poe thing, also Poe is a character that makes no sense. Like, Poe is a different character in
every movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so weird. It's like in the first movie, he's like that cool, charismatic super pilot, and he's so fun. I love that first scene with him and Kylo Ren was like, "Who talks first? You talk first." I love that
so
scene.
Good.
He just sets the tone so well.
Yeah, exactly.
And then in the next movie, he's suddenly a fucking moron who gets people killed all the time.
Yeah.
And, like,
that he can't
just
be entrusted
reckless.
with the plan because like he'll do something stupid. But then if you had just told him what the plan was, he wouldn't have done something stupid. Like, and I actually like Last Jedi. Like
I'm okay with it.
There's like. I'd say some of it's really dumb, but I guess I like what they did with Rey and Kylo in that movie, and then the stuff outside that was a mess, you know.
There's an equal amount of shit that I like, and like stuff that I'm just like, that's so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But overall, I'm okay with the movie. I think like the problem is like with Last Jedi, especially on the internet, you can't have in the middle opinion.
No, you have to be one or the other.
Yeah, you either love it or you hate it, and you just choose a cult.
Yeah.
But like I'm somewhere in the middle on it. I don't really enjoy rewatching it.
Yeah, I found that I started liking it less the more I saw it, but then I know some people who hated it when they saw it that say they like it more the more they watch it.
Yeah, it's just one of those
I've
movies.
I've had two people that are like big Star Wars fans that really didn't like it when they saw it in theaters, don't know each other, and then on two separate occasions they've asked me what my opinions are on the movie, and it's just they're like, oh no, the more I watch it, the more I like it, and I'm like, okay.
Oh wow, okay.
Nope.
Interesting.
I felt like that with Solo. The first time I watched Solo, I was like,
I gotta watch that movie.
Yeah, I watched it and I was all like, this is so good. I really want to see more of Emilia Clarke's character. This is so good.
Yeah. I think the problem is that the worst parts of the movie are all the parts that are trying to relate to Han Solo.
Yeah.
It didn't need to be about Han Solo.
I know. And like, and that's
just been anyone else.
Again, where they can't learn.
They can't get away from
they need to. I think what a lot of people don't necessarily realize about nostalgia is that it's not about the exact things, it's about a feeling. So if you can channel the feeling, that's when you've really nailed it. And that's when you've done something special.
Star Wars has become this franchise that is obsessed with paying homage to itself. And it's really not good. Like
you can do that once. You can,
yeah, like okay, like we got it with Force Awakens. Is it a rehash of Episode 4? Yeah. But I
enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun. And like the thing with Last Jedi is I may not be the biggest fan of it, but I will always applaud Rian Johnson for actually trying something new.
Yeah.
He actually tried. It's just the decisions he made didn't land with me. But the fact that he actually tried to be like, I just don't want to do another Empire.
Right.
and tried something new, I think that's respectable. That's fine.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, this inability to just get away from what they already have. That's why, like, I love the first season of Mandalorian, and I love season 2. But like, when season 1, you don't like Mandalorian?
I do, but with season 2, they were like, "Oh, this worked. Let's use this as a rogue gallery option to test out ideas."
Exactly, because that's the thing. As soon as I saw the success season 1 had, I was like, "Oh man, they're gonna bring every character we already know."
Yeah.
And
I'm down with it.
And
to
they
be honest
did.
with you.
Look, I was look. Listen,
Bring it on.
You
Yeah.
tell me
Give me
Rosario
Ahsoka.
Dawson is gonna be somewhere. I'm here to watch it.
There you
so
go.
her as
Exactly.
Ahsoka, I can't say no.
And
I
she's
Yeah, it was
so
good.
good.
She was good in it.
she
She's so
is
good.
insanely
It just
good.
you meet, like, it leaves you wishing, like, I wish they just picked one of these characters or like 2 of them and then like ran with them a
Yeah.
little bit more rather than being like every single episode. It's like you go here, but that's what it is. It's like a Western style show,
Yeah.
so it's
Right.
always going to be
Yeah.
a new person.
But I just hope that they learn to end things, because you know what? And this is the perfect perspective that I love to put on people. We're in 2021, 2022 by the time you watch this, but imagine in the year 2062, we're still telling a story about the Mandalorian. It sounds stupid when you say it like that, but that's what they've been doing with the Skywalkers. It's been 40 years.
That is insane.
Oh,
when you put the
God.
numbers like that,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
In
crazy.
2062,
Yeah.
40 years later, you still get a fucking movie about, and it's still Pedro Pascal. Just old as shit.
De-aged.
Oh my fucking god.
No, it's like they just put somebody else in the suit, but then every time he takes, they just
Yeah,
cart him
it's
out
just-
to take the helmet off.
I love it.
That's what they did for the first season, because he came in really late. So they shot most of the season with just a body double in a suit.
And then he did
No
like
way.
the minimal
Yeah, and then
voiceover.
he just did the voice, and he did the scenes where he had to take off the helmet.
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I just don't know how long you can continue to try and milk the Skywalkers and that stuff.
No,
like,
it's done.
You can't. It's so done.
Like
Yeah,
a lot
it's
of
done.
people, look, at the end of the day, I'm a Star Wars shill, okay? I'm excited to see the Obi-Wan show.
Me too.
You know what I mean?
But I like those characters, so it's a
Especially
little
because
different.
they say, you know, you're gonna get a Darth Vader versus
Yeah,
Obi-Wan
bro.
too.
Yeah, when they're younger, so like
Yeah,
it'll be
yeah,
cooler.
and, like,
yeah.
I'm pumped for it.
I'm
Okay,
down.
I'm not gonna try to act like I'm not gonna lose my shit.
Oh, bro.
But like a lot of people have been talking about wanting to see a young Luke show, like in his
Ugh.
prime as a Jedi after Return of the Jedi.
I don't care.
I don't.
I
wanna
don't
see
give a shit.
that.
I don't want to. There's some good books in that era. You can just read those. I
Yeah,
don't need to.
I don't
want
to see it. And people want Sebastian Stan as a
Yeah, they
Yes.
do.
because of that
I
one
do.
picture where
Would
he
he
looks
be
like
cool?
a, he'd be good.
That'd be
If
better
he-
than doing
yeah.
de-aging
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
come on.
yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah,
or even face. I don't know why they don't do more like face grafting.
yeah, like deep fake shit.
Yeah, because that's
Yeah.
what they did for Social Network with the Winklevoss twins.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, yeah, because there's only one Army Hammer.
Yeah, that's true.
So like one
That's
guy,
true.
he used it was his actual voice, Sean something, and then they just took Army Hammer's face, and every time it was like
That makes
the
sense.
other one they would put it on. Yeah.
God damn it. Yeah, they should do that more.
Yeah.
They should do that more because the
They-
de-aging is like, it's
Well, look
fine,
what they
but-
did in the Mandalorian, the last episode with Luke Skywalker. That was a little too much for me.
Because
Yeah.
the scene
Little too
is
much.
the scene is epic, so
Oh.
you're just like, oh shit!
Yeah.
But then like you
But
you
then I
see
was-
the thing, and you're like,
I was so mad that it was Luke, though. I
Oh,
was like,
no.
"Are you
I
fucking
was so
kidding
happy.
me?" Like
I
it
was so
was
happy.
exciting, but I was just like, "Can you please leave them alone? Put the Skywalkers back in the toy box. You have
Yeah,
new
but-
toys."
Actually, I think the thing
love
is
it.
just that like the build up of the scene is crazy.
It is. It's kind of
Insane.
like it fits really well with the Vader one. I find like the Vader
Yeah,
scene from the end
yeah,
of Rogue One,
Yeah.
where
Like,
it's just
it's
like the slashing through.
Because
It's very
I
cool.
think when people heard that like Luke was finally coming back in The Last Jedi, that's what they wanted.
Right.
I think they wanted a Luke that was just gonna shred motherfuckers
Yeah,
left and
but
right.
he's like-
kill people,
Yeah.
bro.
But he's like 70, so it's
Yeah,
hard,
yeah.
you know.
But
That's
like,
the
because they
thing.
did in his fight scene, sort of fight scene with Kylo at the end, they used a
Oh,
body
yeah.
double to do some spins and shit.
Yeah.
And it worked, but it's
Yeah.
just like I think people wanted him to arrive and just take out all of the fucking
But
Knights
he's
of
a
Ren.
Jedi. Like,
But
yeah.
then you know the Knights of Ren are not in
They're
the
not a
movie.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like, oh
to
my
never
God.
be talked about
Useless
or
character.
anything.
Yeah, they really needed to. There needed to be a bit more conversations going on there for what they
Yeah,
wanted to do,
seriously.
and
Because they hyped him up so much before Force Awakens, and then
Oh
in
my
Force
God.
Awakens
Well,
they're
it's-
in one shot.
it's to sell.
Literally
it's to sell
one
toys.
shot.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
the same
yeah.
thing with
Yeah.
Phasma. It's
Yeah.
just
Oh
to
my-
sell toys.
Phasma
my God,
pisses
that
me
was
off more
so
because
Yeah, I
that was
know.
Gwendolyn Christie.
I know you
had
guys, Gwendolyn Christie, and you ruined it.
Fuck
Insane.
you. I'm kidding. Sorry. Don't shoot me, Lucasfilm.
All the lines she had
Shoot
was like
me.
with the helmet on and everything.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah,
that sucks so much. Like, and the final line she gets before dying, like, "You were always scum, rebel scum." Get the fuck out of here.
You will always be scum.
rebel
God.
scum.
Yeah.
We're gonna get canceled.
Well, look,
Episode
that's-
No, this is fine. I don't actually think we've said anything remotely controversial
No.
Yeah, that's
for the
true.
Star
It's
Wars
all been,
world.
That's
yeah, it's
true.
all been
Even
said.
like
Rise
no
of
one,
Skywalker was the best movie. I'm kidding.
no one
I'm
hates
kidding.
no
I'm
no
kidding.
one hates Star Wars more than Star Wars fans.
That's true.
So.
That's true.
That's a sad truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Marvel is starting to be the same, though.
No. Don't even.
Bro,
Yeah.
don't you,
La, 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 la,
you
la.
have to tell me. I'm sorry.
No.
The Marvel fandom is becoming really toxic. I'm
They're,
sorry.
They're bad.
I'm keeping
I'm
to
sorry.
myself.
It's
and
not,
that's it.
keep to yourself. Best plan.
Yeah, keep it to yourself.
Best plan.
But it's. I keep
It's
saying I'm
turning
not
into
doing
Star
another
Wars.
Star Wars. I'm sorry, I'm not doing another Marvel thing. And then I'm like, well, that'll be an easy video to turn around. I should do that.
Yeah.
But like, oh, see, I hadn't talked about comic book stuff in a while, and then I did WandaVision, and it's like people had like copy pasted responses waiting for it to like. It's almost like they were just reacting to what the title was to see,
Oh,
and then they
yeah,
would post
yeah,
things,
yeah.
and I'm like, what you said does not work with anything I've said. So I don't
Yeah.
know what you're responding to.
It's so weird.
And the video's been out for 5 minutes and it's like 30
clearly
minutes
not
long. So
watched
you
it.
did not
Yeah.
watch this. So
Yeah.
please like kindly fuck off.
Yeah, people are just so quick to jump at your throat the second. So I have only done 2 videos on a Marvel property. Very early in my channel, I did WandaVision as well. But
Yeah.
people cut me some slack on it because it wasn't about the plot. It was just about how fans got carried away with fan theories
Yeah.
Right.
with the show.
Yeah.
And so people were cool, but I was so mad at myself when I realized that I had shit to say about Eternals. I was like, fuck, I need to make a video on it. And I did.
Yeah.
And, you know, Eternals is a weird case because people are really split on this movie and
Yeah.
there's so many different opinions.
Yeah.
And, like, it's just like the way... And I encourage people, like, look, it's really split. Let me know what you think, right?
Yeah.
Like, just comment
Yeah,
down below, let me know what
same.
you think. And I say, be cool. Just be cool.
Yeah,
It's
just be
fine.
chill.
Like, you know what I mean?
They're never
But
chill.
some people are just
It's
like...
a safe space.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, oh my God. It's either like you're being paid by I don't know who to trash this movie.
Yeah,
But
like who would pay me to trash the Marvel movie?
imagine it's
Seriously.
Kevin Feige trying to self-sabotage.
Yeah. No, because like they don't care. They literally
No,
don't
they
care.
don't care. They just
No.
want to make money.
And they
don't
want to
give
make
a
money
shit.
and they're going to make it anyways. And the more people talk about it, and especially if you're saying it's divisive, like divisive, people are going to go see it because I'm like, I want to see it. I'm confused. I'm
I want to
interested.
know. I want to make
Yeah.
up my own
I
mind.
want to make
and
up my
shit,
own
yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had some people being like, this was art, beautiful, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, did we watch the same movie?
Yeah.
Like, it's not bad. It was just like, do you want me to show you some art? Like,
Yeah,
do you
yeah.
want me to like,
the criticism that I don't understand about this movie is like, oh, I fell in love with those characters.
how? I fell in love with Thena and
Yeah.
but because I needed more of her. I was like, I just need more Angelina Jolie being that.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
being, give her another
I hope
chance
she
at
comes
Tomb
back.
Raider.
I hope she
yeah,
comes back.
Just give her another chance at Tomb Raider. Just like,
That'd be
she's
nice.
so good at these action movies. She's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
very, very good at them.
But it's just, I've never seen... Angelina Jolie has just this thing where she doesn't give a fuck about charisma anyway. Like, she's just so chill and everything, and it's just the charisma. Like, there's a scene where she just turns her around and says hello to someone, and you're just like,
Hello.
fuck!
And I was like,
Yeah, you're just like, she's so good.
I
She's
love her so
good.
much. She's
Only one person can say hello
Yeah,
that
I
cool.
know.
Like, I don't get it. She's too
like I
good.
literally was all like, "Oh, Angelina, I have a crush on you. Amazing."
Yeah.
Totally forgot for a while.
Yeah, but everyone was really good in the movie. It's just like some of those characters don't actually have plot lines. They're just
Yeah.
there.
Or they build them up as if they're going to be really important, and then they just dip, and it's like,
Yeah. Oh my god.
we
I
don't
don't
want
wanna
to spoil
you
it.
though.
So
Yeah,
I don't want to
okay.
spoil you, but like,
Yeah.
yeah, fuck.
Okay.
Like, let's just say that there's
Sorry, I
there's-
did this to you guys.
Yeah, there's just a character that it's like, okay, this is the one that they're banking on. They're letting this person have personality. They're letting them have jokes. That they're
Yeah.
good delivery, and then they just dip.
He fucks
and then
off.
comes back, and is all like, oh yeah, that was rough that we just all went through that. And I'm like, we
Yeah.
we all where were you?
Where you been, bro?
Yeah.
Also, the movie. This is not a spoiler. The movie has just too many flashbacks that kind of fuck with the pacing.
Yeah, they needed to
Okay.
let
Yeah,
it run
yeah.
smoothly,
Yeah.
rather and then cut to the present, rather than
Yeah.
it needed to be a miniseries to do
It really did. It really did.
to do
yeah.
it the way they
Okay.
needed it done and the way
It
they
really
wanted
did.
it to
If
be
it had
done.
been like a 6-episode series
Yeah.
on Disney Plus and they had the time to actually flesh out things,
'Cause
I
then-
think it would have been one of the best Marvel shit we've seen in a
Probably,
while.
yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Because then you could
Yeah.
have started every episode with a flashback and it would have felt natural.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
know?
You just have
Yeah,
more time
definitely.
to
You have
flesh
more
it out.
time to flesh out the
Yeah.
characters. Like, there's no world where this should have been a movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
it
And I
just
get why
didn't
they
work out.
wanted it to be one, because they're like, no, it's going to be major. They need to be
Epic
introduced.
scope and blah,
and
blah,
I'm like,
blah,
no,
yeah.
I don't give a shit. Like, if
Because
you
weirdly enough, like, it's still an intimate story. It's big in scale, but it's really about like this little family.
Yeah, absolutely.
But,
and
like,
then kind of
it's-
like coming back together. And like, yeah, I didn't mention that enough in my video, so people were calling me out on it because I kept being like, I'm so sick of like world-ending things, and people are like, well, that's not the plot. I'm like, it doesn't matter if that's not the plot. If that's the stakes that's motivating people,
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
get invested because I know it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
To
like,
go back to Solo, that's
Yeah.
why I like Solo. It's not about saving the galaxy.
It's a
It's
heist.
just a
It's a
heist.
heist, and I
It's
love
just a
that. Keep things more contained. That's why I liked Spider-Man: Homecoming. It's just
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
a neighborhood
yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
and it's like with compelling villains. It's like I hate Thanos worked because they built up to it, and in Infinity
Yeah,
War, you
Thanos
don't
had the groundwork
and you,
done.
yeah,
for
and you
him.
don't
Oh yeah.
know what's going to happen in Infinity War. Like you don't think they're going to fail. You don't know
Yeah.
how badly they're going to fail. You don't know if the second part's going to be him actually trying again and then they beat him.
Yeah.
But then, so you just don't know what's going to happen. So there's genuine stakes there. But then anything else from that point, like these huge world ending stories, like I just can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I actually think when it comes to Thanos, like I actually think that announcing ahead of time that Infinity War was going to be in 2 parts was a mistake.
They
Because
should have left it.
They should've
imagine
just
if
left
they
it.
had said, this is
Yeah.
the grand finale, Thanos is here, and then
Yeah.
they lose.
That's would have been
Dude!
because I know why they did it
Oh
because
my
originally it was
God.
going to be Infinity War Part 1 and Part 2, and then they
Yeah.
realized, oh, people aren't like receptive to this anymore. That
Yeah,
worked
no.
once. It worked once, and then people tolerated it, and then it tanked.
Yeah.
So, but if they had just never mentioned that Infinity War wasn't a
Yeah.
two-parter,
Dude.
That
can
would
you
have broke
imagine?
all kinds of people's
Because I was
hearts.
already broken in the theater when it was done, knowing
Yeah.
that there was
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
be another
yeah,
yeah.
part. So if you really didn't know what the hell they were going to do next, that would have been like.
Dude,
I can only like the
imagine.
cultural because it already was like a huge thing, so I can only imagine how much crazier it would have been.
That would have been so.
Insane.
I think I would have because when it happened in the theater, I knew it was coming because I read the comics.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
you're
you
still-
know that you knew
you're
they were
still
building up
kind
to
of
the
know
like,
where
maybe
it's
some-
going.
Yeah.
maybe it won't happen in this time. Maybe it won't be that bad. Then it's like who's
Yeah.
gonna go? But it's just the way they executed it.
Exactly, because like everyone knew where it was going, but when it happened, I've never heard a full theater that silent.
Yeah,
Bro.
just like
Yeah, especially because the way it ends on Thanos just sitting peacefully
Oh, yeah.
with a little
Yeah.
smile, and it's not like a menacing song; it's really peaceful
yeah,
and
everything's
like
so peaceful because
Yeah.
he's at peace. He's like, I've
I've done the
my
work.
mission, because he wasn't like this maniacal, evil, like mustache twirling, like I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah, yeah.
destroy the world.
Yeah.
And it's like, why do you want to destroy the world and take all the money?
Because I'm saving it.
You will have destroyed the world, and it's like, nah. But no,
Yeah.
with him, it's all like, no, like I've
Yeah.
done a good work here.
he really
great.
thinks he's like
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so that
He's
scene
accomplished.
is
He's
so
accomplished.
impactful, so impactful,
Ugh.
and just like that line when Captain America says, "Oh God," when he
Yeah.
understands
Sense
what
what's
just
happening because
happened.
they're like, there's no
man.
way we lost.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, oh God.
like it's so.
And then like it cuts
so
up
good.
to space and like Peter's just desperately trying to hold on, and
Oh
he's like, and then he
my
apologizes.
fucking
I bawled
Oh,
my
when he
fucking
apologizes. Whoo!
Jesus, I don't feel so good. That
Man.
line can go
That's- I
fuck
don't- Mr.
itself,
Stark, I
man.
don't feel
I'm
so
getting the
good.
tingles as if I just finished watching it for the
I
first time
know
again.
it's so good, and
Yeah.
that's what I mean. Like, and that's
So good.
It's gonna be so hard for them to ever get something back that was like that, to get back to that point.
Well,
Yeah, I don't
I think
It'll
if they
take a while, but, like,
if they
it's-
take another 20 movies to build up to
But
something
then
like
people
that,
have to
Yeah.
like get invested for that all over again, and then
What's
there's
your-
all the shows, and I'm excited for some of the shows, but
Me too. I don't know. I haven't been as in love with Phase 4 as I thought I would be.
yeah, I'm about. Where
It's
I
still
thought I'd
good.
be.
I haven't hated anything.
No,
Because when WandaVision started, I was like, "This is gonna be the best fucking phase of all of them." Because WandaVision was so cool, but then the ending of WandaVision was like good, but like
Yeah.
okay, you really went for the usual Marvel shit.
yeah, I wish they
Yeah.
toned back on that, because when it was the emotional stuff, it like really hit and it
Yeah,
really
yeah, yeah.
resonated. And then how it ended was good, and I was like, give me this trauma.
Yeah, exactly. Give me
You
that
know,
broken
feed
character.
it to me. I love it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
The only problem I had with WandaVision was that I feel like us as an audience got in our own way, and we got more pumped for something that was just never going to happen.
that's the thing. Yeah, that's
I
why.
didn't let
like,
myself, because I was just like, I'm here for her.
yeah, exactly.
Well, that's it.
Bro,
Yeah, but it's
if,
just
if one more person calls the arrival of Mephisto, I'm burning a building
Yeah,
down.
you gotta stop.
I can't
No
fucking
more.
do this. I can't
No
fucking
more.
do this.
the 666 on the
I
toaster.
can't fucking
Yeah.
do this, man.
Oh my God,
Dude,
it's
some people
so
right now
much.
are like, "Oh my God, it's not really Doctor Strange in the trailers for No Way Home." I'm just like, it's not gonna be fucking Mephisto. Stop it. I mean, if it's really Mephisto, Kevin Feige deserves champagne or something. 'cause
Yeah,
he
hard.
fucked all of us. But
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
dude, it got so carried away with WandaVision.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
got so carried away. I understand why people were mad with the Quicksilver thing.
That I
So
get.
That I get,
100%.
100%.
That is.
That was
yeah,
just
that's
dirty.
But like the rest of it, you can't be mad at this show for not suddenly being like, what if Thanos comes back and then he's
Yeah.
fighting her and like that's
Yeah, people like they come up with such weird things, and I'm like, do you really want that?
yeah.
Do you
I
really
think,
want that? Can you just leave? Stop. I just like letting things happen,
Yeah,
and then you're
me
not
too.
disappointed.
Yeah,
and if you
that's
are,
true.
it just means it was bad.
I
not
think
because
Star
your
Wars made
own-
me like that.
Yeah,
Star Wars made me like that. Star Wars is the one where I was like, I can't get too excited
Yeah,
about shit
because
anymore.
people just
Yeah.
they can't stop. And I was like, nothing will ever be as good as what you are envisioning and creating in your head, because that is
Yeah.
like I can already think of like 5 reasons why I would hate what you want. So
Yeah,
if that's
yeah,
what you
yeah.
want, you're probably going to be disappointed. So just let it fucking happen.
Yeah, spoiler,
Yeah.
at the time we're doing this, No Way Home is not out yet. How do you feel about the possibility of 3 Spider-Man?
I've been ignoring it.
Oh, yeah?
I've been mentally just checking out on that. I'm
You
weird.
just had this smile of like, I
Okay.
can't wait.
Okay.
I'm like Will Smith dancing in my head. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm so
I'm
weird.
like really fucking
Yeah,
down.
I'm so weird with those movies because I like all the different Spider-Men for different reasons. Like I usually have like an Andrew Garfield standee behind my setup.
Oh,
'cause
yeah,
I like them all. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, but I'm also like, let this little shit have his own trilogy.
Yeah,
Like let him
true.
chill, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and I
Yeah.
get what they're going for and they're amping it up, but like I loved Homecoming so much that it's upsetting that it's
Yeah.
so quickly ramping up into something like bigger than that.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
excited
I think it's
for
good.
it.
I am
but
excited.
I think it's gonna be good. But like the thing is, and I think it's not just a problem with No Way Home. I think it's the MCU as a whole. I think it's getting too big.
Yeah.
And now
the
they're making it
multiverse
bigger. Mm-hmm.
stuff is getting too convoluted. It's too much. I think there's such a thing as too big, and because now it's gotten to the point where like there's going to be 6 Marvel projects coming out every year, and it's like, oh, if you want to understand what's going on in that one movie, you have to watch these 3 shows.
Yeah,
and
and
it's
people
just
just
like
don't
for,
wanna do that.
for like
Yeah.
casual audiences that are waiting for the bigger movies, it's just going to start getting
Yeah.
too
Even as
convoluted.
someone,
Yeah.
I consider myself like I like them and I want to watch everything. I don't even have time necessarily to watch everything. Like I'm excited to watch Hawkeye, but like
I'm actually excited to see
Yeah.
Florence Pugh back
Me
because
too.
I think I like Black Widow more than most.
I liked Black Widow quite a bit. Actually,
It's not great, but it's a movie that I watched it and I was like, yeah, okay. I never need to watch it again, but yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Exactly that actually.
Yeah, it was fine.
that's
I enjoyed
probably
it,
the
and
best
if I
thing.
did watch it
Yeah.
again, I wouldn't hate it. Like it'd be great, and
Yeah.
I like Yelena a lot.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She
Yeah.
has charisma.
I
man.
love
Damn,
Florence
she has
Pugh. Yeah, we were
charisma.
talking
Yeah,
about celebrity
yeah.
crushes. That's another one too.
Oh yeah, Florence Pugh.
Pugh.
Yeah.
100%.
She just has something to her that is just like. Even have you seen Little Women?
Yeah.
No.
I watched Little Women and I was like, because I was really late to it.
Mm.
Because for some reason, like a lot of people who follow me on Instagram absolutely cannot stand the director of Little Women.
They don't like Greta Gerwig.
No. Apparently, there's a lot of
majority for them?
beef with Greta Gerwig for some reason, and like I had a conversation with BROEY, and she was just like, I understand why in a sense because, you know, people talk about her movies being not diverse at all, and also having fat phobia, mainly when talking about Lady Bird, and so I understand it, but like she is a good director, and I think she
good.
gets way more shit than she deserves.
I agree.
And I think Little Women, I was late to it because a lot of people said like Little Women is not a perfect movie, and like they said shit along the lines of like, yeah, it's just because it's a movie about women, so you can criticize it because you're going to be called sexist.
No,
and shit.
that's not true
And,
at
and I
all.
was like, I don't know. So I watched it, and I was like, the movie's fine.
Yeah.
the movie is good.
I like
Is
it.
it a masterpiece? No.
I like it a lot though.
Yeah, but it's
It was nice.
it's fine, and it's because performances. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and I also just like that she so like Louisa May Alcott, the author of the book, really did not want Joe to end up with anybody married,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
they forced her to write
yeah.
that character in, and I like that the movie frames it that she was forced to do it
Yeah,
because that's not no
That's
other
really cool.
adaptation's done that, so I feel like it ends up being more true to her, the author's story
Yeah,
too.
that's
So
really cool.
I like that. But my favorite anecdote about Florence Pugh in Little Women is that she was late to filming and she wanted to do it. She called Greta and was like, I don't think I can do it because I'm gonna be filming Midsommar and I'm not done yet. And they're like, no, it's fine. Like, we'll just film without you first and you can come. So she basically flew directly from where they were shooting Midsommar in like Sweden.
Yeah.
And then to Little Women.
Wow.
So she immediately had to go from like to like
The most anxiety-inducing role
yeah,
ever.
exactly. Then to like petulant child.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
so she was like, it was like good. So I could just take out all my frustrations as crying as
She
this like
is-
whiny character.
She's so versatile. She can
She's
do anything.
so good.
She can do
she's
anything.
so charming, and her Instagram stories are so fun. Like she just cooks and stuff, and I'm like,
Oh
you're
yeah, I saw
great.
that. I
She's
saw that.
so
She's like
good.
super
What a
sweet and
cutie.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now Florence Pugh is just insane. Like, and okay, thing about Little Women because I couldn't shake it.
Sorry.
I love Emma Watson.
Yeah.
I cannot buy her with an American accent. I can't do
She
it.
can. It's rough.
I
It
can't
always
do it.
remember when she had to say Olive Garden or something in Perks of Being a Wallflower, and it was like Olive Garden.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, that's so true. I remember that.
It's like
Yeah.
there's that one scene in Twilight. I think it's the what's the one, Breaking Dawn Part 1 when she's pregnant.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
one, right? Like
Yeah.
and there's a scene where Robert Pattinson has to say like we're partners, and like his accent just
Partners.
slips out so
Partners,
hard. Yeah. So we're supposed to be partners. It's so funny.
We're supposed to be partners.
It's so funny. And like, man, but yeah, like Emma Watson, like I love Emma Watson, and I think she's a better actress than people give her credit for.
I agree.
Like
yeah.
there's
Oh,
this
yeah.
narrative lately that like she's actually not that good. She's just really pretty, and I disagree with
No,
that.
she was
woefully.
always the standout in Harry Potter. She was
Oh, yeah.
always
Yeah.
the ones
Oh,
that they were
yeah.
like, she's gonna be the star, and
Yeah, and in
she's
Perks of
the-
Being
Yeah.
a Wallflower, she is amazing.
She's
Kills
so
it.
good. Kills that role.
Amazing.
She's so
It's
good. I
just
love
the
her.
accent.
Yeah, it's just
It's
the
rough when
accent.
she's when she has. I don't know, but I mean, it's hard. I don't think I can do a British accent that would work either. But
I don't
like,
know. After I just got back from London, I think I'm doing quite good.
Oh shit! I don't know.
No, it's
I
bad.
don't know. Water.
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell.
Josh is gonna kill us.
Yeah, yeah, you totally was.
We have a
Yeah.
British friend who's gonna fucking
That's
murder
so
us.
true.
Right
I'm sorry. I
Practicing
literally
my accent with him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's just more like you're there, and I've never felt like I'm just as white as all of you. But every time I start talking, you do the like. So you have to like change your accent here
Yeah.
to adjust to what I'm saying, and I'm like, I just want a vanilla latte.
Yeah, no, it's really hard to do accents properly. Some are like, what's her name? God damn it, Saoirse Ronan.
Oh,
How do you do that?
she's so talented. The fact that she does not have an Oscar yet is actually a tragedy. I know
It's
she'll get one
crazy.
because she's so young, but it's a tragedy that she does not have an Oscar.
I always said if I could make a franchise movie, I would make a Supergirl movie and cast Saoirse Ronan.
She's too good for it.
No, because I think because this is what pisses me off now.
If I did it.
When people think of Supergirl now, they think of the fucking CW show.
No,
and
even
I
without
hate
that.
it.
Even without that, I think she's too good for superhero stuff.
Probably, but I think you can do something with I think you can do a Supergirl movie that's more like Dune,
True. Okay, that's fair. I
Oh.
agree
giving
with
her
that.
because she has experienced the fall of Krypton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
And she has the entire trauma of it. And like
She would do
she's
good.
a fighter. She was
Yeah.
trained by the
Oh, yeah.
military of Krypton. Like she is a beast. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Superman's
So,
a
like-
bitch next to her.
yeah.
Yeah, because
she's really
Superman
good.
is not a trained warrior.
He's not,
Exactly.
no.
Yeah.
He's just
And
because
he-
He's essentially a
And she
human
just
with
always
powers.
gets relegated to the sidelines because like,
Yeah.
oh, she's a girl.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and I like Melissa Benoist or Benoist.
Benoist,
Voiced,
yeah.
I
It's
know.
pronounced Benoit, but like,
But
this is
her
French.
family
Okay.
pronounced it
Yeah,
Benoist. I like her a lot. And you know, I didn't mind like the first season of Supergirl, and then I just kind of I just stopped watching it after that. But
It's just it's
Yeah.
like the problem. They
It's
made her
CW.
character so lame. She had
Yeah.
oh my god. I already made a video about it. I'm
I
not
know,
gonna
I
repeat
know.
myself,
Yeah.
but, like,
So we won't.
But
yeah.
like, god damn
Link
it,
to
like,
that.
they show because Supergirl is one of my favorite
She's a
comic
great-
book
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
Kara Zor-El is such a fucking gangster.
Yeah.
And like the thing is like something that the show never explored and that I think you could explore in a Dune way is just her struggle to relate to humans
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
the rage that she feels of having lost everything she's ever known.
And now she just has to like assimilate to this like other culture, and she can't be herself.
yeah, and
She
it's not
can't-
her home, and
It's not her
she
home.
just doesn't know how to.
Yeah.
Because Clark grew up on Earth, he's
Yeah.
human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's human mentally at heart because he was raised by humans, but she doesn't have that, and she can't connect to these people. She kind of hates them at times,
Yeah.
and like the rage she has with it is like. There's a comic book where she has so much rage that she a Red Lantern ring finds her.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause she's
Insane.
so
Fueled
angry.
by rage, and she
Yeah, yeah,
becomes
yeah.
a Red Lantern for a minute, and I'm just like, imagine like that scene in Dune. Spoiler alert, sorry. you know that
La, la,
scene,
la, la, la,
there's a scene in Dune where like basically you see a vision of a potential future.
That's in the trailers.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, that's
so
in the
you would
trailer.
have seen it. He's
And
very
that's with
menacing,
Zendaya, no?
dark. Yeah, with
Yeah.
Zendaya
Okay.
right next to him.
That
looking
you
down.
could do that with Supergirl
Yes,
of the
absolutely.
eventuality of her with a Red Lantern ring potentially just taking over Earth.
So good.
So if I made a please let me make a Supergirl movie.
Already that
Let
sounds
me get
so much
Saoirse Ronan.
Yeah.
Let me
That
get
would be
Saoirse
so
Ronan.
good.
She has some of the best mythology that people just gloss over so quickly
Yeah.
because she's not
Superman
Superman. Yeah.
Jr. She's side
Yeah,
character.
exactly.
Yeah, they
That's
treat
how
her
she-
like Batgirl.
Because the early
Yeah,
comics,
exactly.
Yeah.
the early comics were like that, where she was just like, little cousin of Superman, and she was all cheeky and blah blah blah. But when she arrived in New 52, and they were like, we're gonna give her depth,
the real gangster shit.
Dude, she's one of the best characters in DC. I fucking love her.
She's great.
Yeah.
And I will never forgive the CW for what they did to this character.
Sorry.
I hate it. I hate it so fucking much. Batwoman is the same.
Batwoman is worse.
Well, Batwoman, there's so much drama going on. Have you
It
heard?
is, yeah, with all the stuff with Ruby Rose saying it's crazy.
But apparently, actors on the show kind of pushed back on what she said and being like,
wondering,
no, she was a nightmare to work with.
So I am like wondering because nobody came to her defense right out the gate, and then there was like kind of like.
Yeah, exactly. She would show up to set like hours late. She was not respectful to the crew.
Because I kind of feel like that might have, because if you think about it, like her career after Orange is the New Black was like, and then nothing. Yeah. So I'm like, are you just really hard to work with? Because
probably.
Like no, like maybe she's not, maybe blah blah blah.
It's such a weird situation because it's no secret that like the CW doesn't treat their actors the best, especially when it comes to overworking them and not taking precautions.
And that's why Riverdale cast are just kind of like.
Yeah,
like
they
Lily,
just don't give a shit.
What's her name?
Lily Reinhart.
Yeah, she just says stuff, and I'm like, you're a queen.
Yeah, Lily Reinhart is just like, the writers have no fucking idea what they're doing. She'll say that in an interview.
Fire me? Please?
She doesn't give a shit. It's so funny. But but they have a history of just being, even back with Smallville.
Yeah.
There's this story where
talking about this last week, actually.
The entire cast of Smallville had to sign a letter to send to WB so that they could get Tom Welling a fucking driver, because he would do 18-hour days on set and then have to drive home. And like he just didn't fucking know. Like they were worried that he would get an accident because he was overworked. And the same thing happened in Riverdale. KJ Apa had a car accident because he drove home and fell asleep at the wheel after a 16-hour day.
You think they'd give them drivers?
That's the thing. That's the thing. The CW has just this reputation of being like, we overwork our actors and don't give a fuck. Like they just kind of do their thing and whatever. And like that's fucking dangerous. He could have died there.
And if they're doing that to the actors, I can only imagine what they're doing to like the people working behind the scenes.
Right? Oh yeah,
the actors are there for 16 hours. Like the PA people are there for 20.
I feel so bad for the people who work on CW shows because I think they're so overworked, and I don't think it's fun.
No, there can't be.
And
I know they already get paid beans to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Every actor from a CW show that I hear about, like their experience on set or anything years after the show ended, it's never really positive.
No.
Like I heard, what's her name? Laura Vandervoort, who played Supergirl in Smallville.
God bless her too.
She's great.
Oh yeah, she's amazing.
Awesome.
She was in an episode of Supergirl, and then she did a podcast where someone asked her like, "How was that?" And she was like, "It's a CW. It was fine." Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just the CW is getting to a point where like just nobody respects the CW and nobody cares that nobody respects the CW.
Yeah.
It's just so common now that it's just like, it's the CW, whatever. And I don't know. Supergirl was just ruined, and like the fact that now it is like the primary vision that people have of the character, it fucking hurts my soul.
I get it.
I just want people to know how cool
That's
she is. She's so dope. Like, read Last Daughter of Krypton, please.
That's a good one.
It's so good. It's such a good comic.
Mm-hmm.
And how long have we been going? I should put a timer for the podcast.
I'm not sure.
Actually, now that I think about it,
he's done this.
The feel for a Supergirl show.
Okay.
Cool. A feel for a Supergirl show should be, or a Supergirl movie should be more like the Superman movie that we got. Like the dark, gritty.
Yeah, she is more like that.
Yeah, she's more that. And Man of Steel is supposed to be hope. And like that movie just like
sun and
I like
I like it.
I like a lot of what's there, but like the more I think about it, it's like the way they treated Jonathan Kent. Like Jonathan Kent never would have told him not to save people. He'd be like, like that's the reason why Superman is the way he is because of the values that the Kents instilled in him.
Exactly.
So I hated that. I hated what they did to Jonathan Kent. And it would have been one thing for him to like not let him save him and reveal himself.
Right. Yeah.
But he's also really fast. He could have gotten him out of there without anybody seeing. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
I'm rewatching Smallville right now. The guy just goes in
red
and
blur.
out.
Yeah. Smallville.
Oh my god. I just started season 7 yesterday.
It gets rough.
Supergirl.
Because it hit the writers guild strike. So there's literally 2 seasons where like ad executives were writing.
Yeah.
It was
so fun.
It gets rough after a while. I remember when Lex.
It's a personal love of mine.
Lex becomes Zod or something like that. Does that happen?
Yeah. Okay. So Brainiac.
Oh shit! Brainiac was in it.
Yeah. Brainiac, which is Zod's spaceship's AI.
Right.
Yeah, which is like already one thing. He finds a way to prepare Lex to become the vessel for Zod.
What kind of supernatural ass shit is this?
Bro,
Yeah.
You're the vessel?
Yeah.
So
Insane.
weird.
It was very weird.
Yeah. So
God damn
Lex
it.
was Zod for like a minute.
Yeah.
Like the ending of one episode and the beginning of the next.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's it.
Jesus. It's so weird. Because Smallville...
CW, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
It started
It's
as
where it
WB
started.
and then
Yeah.
it transitioned to CW.
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
like-
In season 3 or
Is
4.
when you see the
But-
CW.
Yeah.
The thing that's
exactly.
stupid about Smallville is like how like characters like the fact that Superman has beaten all of his major villains before becoming Superman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I hate that.
Yeah.
It's like you
Well,
defeated Doomsday
yeah,
before being Superman. How?
It's just they
that's so
start
weird.
these shows thinking it's just going to be like a few seasons or something,
Yeah.
and then
That's
it just
it.
like goes to 10. So like,
I hate that
Yeah.
model of never ending a show
Yeah.
or not
Oh,
having
I
an
know.
end in sight. Like
Yeah.
the fact that Supernatural got 15 seasons is a crime.
the fact that
Yeah,
Supernatural
wow,
has like
wow.
a bookmark being like, this is when it was originally supposed to end, and then this is when we're actually
Yeah.
ending it. This like 5 seasons, it's done, and then it's like, and then everything after that is just like fan service, and it's ridiculous to me that fan service accounts for more
10
It's so
seasons.
annoying.
It's
Yeah.
10 seasons worth of
Yeah.
fan
Especially
season.
because the
Insane.
final episode of season 5 is one of the best episodes of TV ever
yeah,
made.
it's great.
Oh, it really
It is
It really is.
insanely
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And the fact that they were like, but we want to keep going, though.
Yeah, so we're just gonna
let's-
give it to different showrunners. And,
Yeah, who were just not ready for the
yeah,
task.
no, they weren't.
No.
The
She's
fucking-
done a lot since then, though. I think it's Sarah Kripke and something.
Oh yeah,
'Cause she was an executive producer on the
yeah,
show already,
yeah.
and then just moved into the showrunner position.
Okay.
Oh man,
I think it's Sarah Kripke, but
Supernatural. If it had ended in season 5, would have been legendary.
yeah.
Yeah.
But people still loved it enough that it went on for another 10 seasons. Even if it turned into a mess, it still probably ended in a more positive note than Game of Thrones.
Oh, guaranteed.
Which is sad. You realize how
1000%.
sad that is? This is a dead horse that got beat for 10 seasons, and it is a more favorable ending than Game of Thrones.
But that's the thing, because
Yeah.
I think people had just accepted that it let
It is what it
Supernatural whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, Game of Thrones, the expectations were too high because it was so good.
It was so
Yeah.
good. And then they got a Star Wars offer, so they tried to rush their way through it. And then they lost the Star Wars offer because they rushed their way through it.
yeah.
It's so funny.
Oh my god, the ending of Game of Thrones is so fucking tragic.
Yep, it
it's
is.
so-
It's-
I'm actually happy I never bothered watching it.
I know it
Yeah,
ends up being
yeah,
one of those
yeah.
things because I've never seen a fandom just die off so incredibly quickly.
Does anybody give a fuck about the new show?
No, they've already
There's a
canceled some of
trailer
them.
for the new show that
Yeah.
came out. Nobody cares.
It was like 20 minutes that people were like, "Woo, this looks
Yeah,
cool,
wow.
Matt Smith." Oh.
Yeah, I remember they did a huge day where they were like, "It's the 10th anniversary of Game of Thrones." No one cared.
No one cares.
No
You
one
fucked up. You fucked up.
No.
Yeah,
The only thing you could say is like, we've managed to get the original actors back, and we're gonna do it right this time. Is
Yeah.
the only way you could probably make people care. But it's been too long now.
and yeah, no, that's dead.
It's
That's
dead. It's dead. You killed
And
it.
I actually don't know how this new show is going to perform, even if it's good.
Yeah, I know. Just because of that.
Even
It
if
won't
it's good, it's
perform
just
as
like,
well, they already had to. They killed one. They killed the Targaryen show.
oh yeah, they shot a pilot.
Yeah,
with,
they shot a pilot.
Naomi
They
Watts.
shot 3 pilots
Wow.
for 3
Yeah.
different Game of Thrones related shows, and all of them died except for the one that's House of Dragons. I think is the one coming.
Yeah,
out.
House of the Dragon. I'm sure it's because they're in panic mode. Because obviously,
Yeah, for sure.
because man, that ending. How did you fuck up so bad? How?
I don't understand how they let them do that. I don't understand how it didn't get to a point where they're like, "Look, if you guys want to check out, like, we need to find someone else to."
I think
finish
that's what
this."
George R. R. Martin wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
George R. R. Martin was like, we could have done 10 seasons.
Yeah.
Which is that's the only show that I'm like, 10 seasons would have probably been a
Yeah,
better
it would have
bet.
been. Yeah, absolutely, it would have been great. And it sucks. And I almost think that he was like, the longer you guys drag this out, the more time I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Because now it's like
He's
if-
never gonna release these.
I
books.
know,
They're
and
never
that's the
gonna
thing.
come
It's
out.
going to be a thing where he's going to die, and then somebody's going to have to finish it posthumously based on his ideas. But I don't know if he has any ideas.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is gonna be the first episode of the Mothership.
Hell yeah.
I'm Friendly Space Ninja. This is Commander Bruno
Commander Bruno.
and Amanda the Jedi. Where can they find you?
Yeah, at Bruno PAPALEO.photo. I'll give it to you. So you
Yeah,
can
I'll
it in.
put that on the
Or if you
screen.
want to, check out my dead YouTube channel, you could do that as well.
with vlogs on it, right? It's
With
vlog.
vlogs. Yeah, vlogs.
Well, you
Actually-
started another podcast with a friend, right?
Oh,
Oh, yeah. I forgot about
did
that.
do
Yes,
that.
I did do that. Okay, so I have 2 YouTube channels.
there you go.
It's another podcast called Short and Bald. I'm short
and he's
and my
bald.
partner is bald.
there you go.
And interesting. It's basically just talking shit. So
Love it.
you can
All
check
right,
that out.
Amanda, where can they find you?
You can find me everywhere on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all of that, and probably other places at Amanda the Jedi.
Okay.
That's so gangster.
Yeah, that
for
is,
you.
that is,
Right?
that is a cool.
Yeah.
And I'm Friendly Space Ninja, and you can find me on YouTube and on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. Not worth it. But yeah, find me there. Thank you so much for watching. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Peeps.
Cool.
Sexy people, sorry.
Sexy people.
people.
See, I wanted to do it, but then you guys were like, okay. I was like,
Fine,
all
we'll
right.
try
All right.
it. God damn it. Okay, bye.
Take it easy, sexy people.